Just everything.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
We are so stoked to be back. This is one of our favorite festivals.
It is. The feelings are very, very, very mutual.
We were looking at the weather patterns 2 months ago and we picked today. And nailed it.
6% chance of rain. I'm in. Yes. Well, you know, how many, this is a rain thing. You guys, we've had some epic shows with you in the rain. I remember you played here live, obviously. It's rained a lot, but I'm trying to think most of, I mean, do you have any memories of rain at a live that you can divulge? Any buses getting stuck, anything like that? I don't know.
I feel like most of my memories are in the rain and alive. It's part of the charm, you know?
Yeah.
I just remember how crazy the crowd is. It's going to be a good night, I can tell.
We're excited to have you. Talk a little bit about Fade and West. I know a lot of it. Has anybody seen Fade and West yet? It's just an amazing, amazing film. And actually tonight, to plug it, we're going to be showing it right here, 11:15. So we'll have some stuff clear. You have a nice view, and we definitely invite you guys out to watch Switchfoot and Chris Tomlin, and then we'll have that film for you. So if you haven't seen it, we'll have it tonight. But why don't you guys talk about Fade and West and just the process of...
Yeah. I'm super excited that you guys are going to be playing it tonight. It's a chance for us to take you around the world with us to Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Bali, and home in our home, San Diego. And it's a chance for us to collide music and surfing. Kind of like Endless Summer meets Rattle and Hum meets Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, it's cool because last year we were here on this stage, right? And we were talking about showing a clip of the preview of it, right?
Yeah.
We were just talking about backstage. And then now we're going to show the whole film. It was pretty interesting. For us, it was like more open, or like we've never shown our families and stuff like behind the scenes and like, you know, traveling, what that's like. And we get a lot of questions like that, you know. We get a lot of people going, you guys are weird, so like you travel for a living, like how are you married? Or how do you have kids? Or like you're like a kid yourself, like how do you parent a child? Like do people trust you with that job? It's like, you know, how does that work, you know? And so, you know, we get to show a little bit of that in the film. There's no parenting tips in the film, I'm sorry, that's not part of it. But I'm just saying, it's more open and more behind the scenes with that we're dealing with the band and how we operate.
Amazing. So when did, I guess, filming wrap up for that then? You guys...
Well, it took us about a year to film it, and then about a year to make the music for it, and to edit it all down together. And that was one of the most fun things we've ever been a part of. You know, the dream for us was to make a soundtrack for a movie, and what better way to do that than to just make your own movie?
Yeah.
You know? And yeah, it was incredible to be able to go to all these places that, like Tim said, around the world, and then be inspired by the environment, the people, and the local cultures, and then to write songs in those locations and bring it home and put it to the picture, you know, to try to reflect the experiences that you had in those different areas through the songs. And you know, for us, it's the first time we've ever done the music for an entire film, and something that we're really proud of.
Amazing. Well, hey, we've done enough talking. You guys want to ask some questions? Glad you got some lined up here. All right, go ahead.
Hi.
Hello.
What's up?
You know, just asking you questions. Normally, like every year we do this, I ask you if you're going to play Chem 6A. I've given up on that dream. I just want to know. Have you seen Godzilla?
Wow. Look at that sign. Big play Chem 6A.
Will we see that tonight? Oh, really? Oh, really?
I like the guy with the sign. You guys worked this out really well. This is good. This is a good question. First of all, what's your name? Cody. How you doing?
I like Cody.
I know. And thanks for asking us to play that song. That means a lot.
Where are you from, Cody?
Wow, Sandusky, Ohio. Norway. Is that by Cedar Point? You guys ever been to Cedar Point? Yeah. By Cedar Point? Roller coaster. You have a Nordic.
Oh my goodness.
We're like brothers.
We finish each other's sandwiches.
Bail on Evan's part. Bail on Evan's part. All right. Well, thank you, Craig, for the question. Ty, you got another one. Knock it out.
Yeah, Tim, what song did you sing on the movie? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's a song called What It Costs. So there's a few songs that kind of fit the film, but didn't make it on the record for various reasons. And we're actually going to release those songs
Sweet.
this fall.
I'm so excited, dude.
Yeah, so we're coming out.
I know it's gonna be tough, but
3-hour set by you guys tonight.
That's one of my favorite songs.
I'd like to request that one as
kind
well.
of mutual there.
Two requests, Drew being one, you being the other. Okay. Good.
I'll put that down as a maybe, you know. The thing about our set list is that we'll make them right before we go on stage, kind of suss up the crowd, and then we get on stage and we usually scratch it and go in a completely different direction anyways. Because so much of what happens every night is coming from you guys, and that dynamic, and you know, those things are best left unscripted.
So scratch into that motion then.
Thanks for the question.
Hey gentlemen.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
Good. So how do you guys do your laundry? You know, when you're on tour? And it's really sweaty. I'm sure you guys get really sweaty. And also, what's your favorite decade or genre era of music? You know, mine's like the 60s. You know, hippie stuff. Local hippies.
Surfer chic, I would have gone for.
I like this guy.
I prefer to do my laundry like the 60s. Kind of combining those two. I do like that era, especially for guitar amps. I think that was golden era of tube amps for me. And the whole laundry question, I don't even know how to answer that, so I'm going to pass that over to Chad.
I think we're pretty freshly laundered right now. We flew in last night, so yeah. I haven't smelled each of us, but I think we smell pretty good. I'm with you on the 60s music.
That's good. And 80s, because I grew up that. I grew up there. So like 80s songs would come on and I know them all. My wife said, how do you know these songs? What are these lyrics?
Yeah, I'll go with 60s. Motown, good stuff.
Thanks for the question, man.
Switchfoot.
Hey,
Yeah.
thank you for your ministry very much. And you are traveling, you're away from your families. I assume they're not with you this trip. We have a care package for you. We heard a secret that you like. Oh, I forgot the name of the dessert.
What's your favorite dessert?
Banana bread.
All right.
Now, this is special banana bread. This recipe comes all the way from Melbourne Beach, Florida.
Melbourne, Australia. Wow.
No. Melbourne Beach, Florida.
Awesome.
My wife and my daughter in the front there. Is
that you?
Care package.
Right there?
Wow, thank you guys.
What's your name?
Now you have to share that. You cannot finish.
Oh, we're going to try it right now on stage.
You want me to try it first?
Yeah, we need a sampler. We need to sample that.
The most hospitable festival ever.
All the way from Melbourne, where bananas were invented.
That might be the first time somebody handed you banana bread on stage.
That is the first time anyone's ever handed us banana bread. Mister in a hat.
Thank you. Thanks, man. Go ahead.
Hi guys, I'm Josh.
What's up, Josh?
Well, okay, I have a bit more serious question. Like, what is your spiritual influence? What Bible verse do you guys draw from most of the time? Each of you.
Depends on the day, I guess.
Do you have one verse that you draw from every day? Okay, got it. I don't. That's a hard one for me because I don't have one verse that I draw from every day.
Well, I don't even know about the top three, but I think for this week, I've been thinking about the one a lot that says, "Be still and know that I am God." And I think that's hard for me to do, and something that I'm still learning how to do.
So sometimes I'll read the psalm on the day of the week. I don't remember who does that. Like, oh, it's the 20th. I'm going to read Psalm 20. I don't know if everybody does that. But so the 20th was just 2 days ago or yesterday. Anyway, so I was reading that about some trust in chariots, some trust in armies, and some trust, but we trust in the name of our God and Spirit of the Lord, and it was pretty awesome with some of the stuff that's in my life, right now, as far as things that are big and powerful seem like they're like, whoa, there's a lot of money in that, or there's a lot of power in that guy, or like this person's really huge and influential. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You don't trust in that stuff. Trust in the Lord.
Well, it's funny because Carrie Joe, somebody else, I think, Carrie Joe that question too. So same thing you basically said, depending upon time in your life. Appreciate the question, man.
Hello. Hey. My name is Adam. And I'd like to know what biblical character best describes each one of you.
It's like a Facebook quiz.
Bread, Godzilla. What biblical character best describes you? Wow. All right. So it can't be one of the Veggie Tales. They're not. Yes. They're not really a big one. It has to be a person, not an animal, I'm assuming. So Aslan is out. Balaam's donkey is out.
Are you going to pick Samson or can I pick Samson?
If you're Samson, then I'll be David. Because David slayed Samson. With a slingshot. That's a sarcasm. I apologize for that, you guys. Just jokes. That's from the book of Drew.
Do you have a favorite?
I have a favorite character, I don't know. But I would pick David, absolutely.
Thanks for the question.
Hello.
Hey. Hello.
Well, I was going to ask you, when did you guys each get saved?
When did you get saved?
Well, for me personally, I was blessed in growing up in a Christian home. My brother and I, our dad's a pastor. So I came to know Christ at a pretty early age. But then I kind of went through a period of my life where I was able to kind of ask the big questions on my own, junior high and high school. And I think that's when my faith gradually became more of my own as opposed to just my parents' faith, So for me, it doesn't have that one distinct moment in time that I can point to as much because I think I was 3 or 4 when that happened. But yeah, I think that was an important season in my life when I was a little bit older and able to kind of ask those tough questions and think about what I really believe.
Yeah, I had a similar experience. I was one of those kids growing up in church whenever they asked you to go forward and raise your hand, I just want to keep doing it to make sure. But yeah, I think, it's been a process over the years of really coming to understand and own what I believe is my own thing. So, yeah, I'm thankful for that process.
Same with me, a similar story where I was 8 years old. My dad prayed with me on the side of the bed. I got baptized in the ocean. It was like I was young and we kept going to BBS and church. But then in college, it was really the main place where I kind of went, oh man. So what do I really believe? You come to a crisis of faith yourself. You got to. For that to, be your own thing, be your own decision, be your own man. And so, yeah, for me, I would say college, but it's a journey, like Tim was saying, that is a part of the journey, and it's a story that God's writing to us as a father, author.
Thank you guys so much, sir. Next question.
First of all, love you guys. And 2 things. Number one, I know the last time you were here is a little bit less, but I really love Slipping Away. I think it's one of my favorites you've ever done. I was just wondering if you could play that tonight. And then number two,
We've got 3 requests today.
if you do need someone to play cowbell, I'm your guy.
Alright, more cowbell. That's cool. Thanks, man.
Yes, we do need someone to play cowbell, always.
Hi guys, I'm Haley. I suffer from really bad anxiety, and I was just wondering if you could sign my anxiety pillow.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
You bring it up, we'll get it signed definitely for you. Keep going.
I think we're doing a signing after this too.
That's right. I want to make sure you guys all know
Right
that.
here. Somewhere over here. To the
Don't all attack them, but yeah, just tent here.
All right, we'll be hanging over there. That's right. Thanks, John, and Jerome will be joining us. Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. How are you, man?
I'm great.
Thanks, bro.
So I have kind of a two-part question. I've been playing harmonica for about a year and a half, rock and blues. My first question is, are you going to play Dark Horses? My second question is, can I play with you?
On harmonica?
Yes, sir.
That is awesome. No one's
Have we ever had a guest harmonica player?
No one's ever played harmonica.
We've never got banana bread either.
A lot of first hearing alive. I love it.
Can you play it on harmonica?
A minor, C sharp, or C major? Yeah, I can play it.
Correct, amazing. Set it up. That's all it takes right there. Got there.
Nailed it.
Okay. All right. We'll see.
We're going to take 2 more questions, you guys, so go ahead.
What's your favorite song of yours?
Good question.
Who asked that? That was a good question.
What's your name?
Yeah.
Hey.
Kagan?
Pagan. Right.
Sorry, we work in front of loudspeakers all day.
I like your glasses on your hat. That's a good look.
Right.
Favorite song? Favorite song of ours? Yep. Well, it changes all the time. You know, I think bands get really excited about whatever the new song is they're playing, and new album and all that. But so off our new record, I'd say it's a song called "When We Come Alive."
I'm going to go old school and a little bit obscure and go with a song called Sooner or Later.
Yes.
From early years.
We'll go old school too. I'm going to say Burning to Breathe. Before I played in Switchfoot, I would listen to that song and be like, this song rules. I remember being on an airplane. Dude, I don't think I've ever told these guys, so sorry about this, guys. But yeah, Burning to Breathe.
All right, is this the last question then? Here we go.
Hi, my name is Alex. I was just wondering what actually inspired you guys to start the band.
Very cool.
You know what's weird is we never really had this, I mean, you'd think that you'd have this long discussion about starting a band because it's now been the last 17 years of my life, or 18, whatever. But that's not really how bands start because you don't think that it's going to go for as long as it has. So it didn't even feel like we were starting anything. We just were musicians that got together. There were 3 of us, John, Chad, and I. We were playing music in my brother's bedroom, and then playing at coffee shops and wherever people would ask us to play, and then it kind of just became more of a full-time thing. But it was never a thought-out decision.
Yeah, I think the goal is always just to make honest music, to play songs you love with people you love, and just for the people that you're in front of, whether it be 10 people, 100 people, it doesn't matter. Just the love of music.
Well, hey, I want to thank these guys for giving up their time today.